Hello YouTube, please welcome to the channel my new to me 2011 328i rear wheel drive. I bought it from Copart again as a non-runner nor non-driver, and I'm gonna include a couple pictures how it would look like when I got it from auction, because my crappy GoPro did corrupted the files what I already shot, for that car. So it's pretty much round two. So this wheel was hanging by one control arm only and the strut. So it was the challenge to unload it from the trailer, and you can see all this mess this trailer did when we did try to unload this car. I saw the wheels are crooked like from the pictures, and so I knew there is some kind of undercarriage damage. Also, what was shown on Copart, on Carfax, I'm sorry, that the impact when the accident happened was like minor to moderate. So it gave me some idea like what I am dealing with, and I did not see like a lot of body damage on the pictures. I know when I got the car, I noticed it was like covered with the tape here, and it looks like when the accident happened, the window was down, and it's got the water here on the left side. So obviously it came through the open window, and looks like they couldn't jump the car to close the window. And the reason for that is when the airbags are blown, if I'm not mistaken, there is like a pyro fuse by the battery that cuts the power, to the motor or whatever, or to the accessories, and that's the reason they didn't show the mileage, and that's why the window was open. And since I couldn't put it in neutral because I couldn't turn on the ignition, I opened this cover, and like there is like one little button, like a red button, I guess. You probably cannot see it, maybe you can, right there. So you need to depress it. Yeah, you can see it barely. You need to depress it, and then you can engage like neutral without having the ignition on. Like, as for the damage inside, I'm gonna need to replace the dash because of this airbag. The passenger seatbelt stuck, the driver seatbelt is fine, and obviously the steering wheel airbag is bad. But take a look on the condition of the leather. It's like brand new. The guy had both sets of the floor mats, like winter and summer, and like all of them are BMW floor mats. I'm not sure if they're original, but at least it says so. The window needs to be replaced, but it's gonna be probably the last part, like as long as I'm gonna figure out the suspension. And I did not start the car yet because of this like pyro fuse, so I'm gonna need to either bypass it or purchase the new one just in order to start the engine to see if it runs. And also I noticed the car actually let me put it that way, I am not sure if you knew or not, the last digit on a Copart number represents the year the car was brought to Copart yard by the insurance company or whatever. So it means the car got to Copart back in December. It's written here December 24th 2018, but it's got for sale just recently. It doesn't mean they couldn't sell it, because there are no any sales history of that car on Copart. So it was sitting there just waiting its turn, to be sold. And we're gonna try to first of all, I need to figure out if there is the oil in the engine. I don't want the same story as as with my Mercedes. The bad part is I don't think there is the dipstick for the, you know, to check the oil. Good thing I don't see any leaks whatsoever in here. Everything is in really good condition, straight frame rails. So the damage been done, you know, to the subframe, I guess, or you know, those upper control arms or lower control arms. Yeah, unfortunately there is no dipstick here. I don't see it, at least. Maybe I can check the oil in the instrument cluster. So this is the thing for a jump start in case the main battery died. In our case it does not work because of this pyro fuse being blown. Let's actually, I never took a look here. My god, it's like brand new. It's like brand new engine. Well, hopefully it's gonna run properly. So let's try to open the trunk and remove this assembly with the pyro fuse. Okay, so I cannot use this terminal. If I'm not mistaken, for accessories right now I can use this one. So I open this you know, kind of cover here to get the access to that little terminal here. Let's see if I can grab it. And I'm gonna use the ground somewhere here. Let's see if I did the trick. Okay, I heard that thing. Alright, this is the battery, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the thing where this pyro fuse is. So I'm gonna remove that one, and I'm gonna actually remove the battery as well, just to charge it. I'm not sure if it's possible to bring it back to life, since it's been sitting like for a year on Copart yard, but at least we're gonna give it a try. Okay, just remove this mega terminal, and I'm gonna remove the battery now, and I'll try to figure out where this positive wire goes to, if I can, you know, disconnect it, to go and dissect this piece to see if I can bypass it, like temporarily, to find out if the engine would crank. And I want to remove this battery to try to recondition it. We'll see. All right, so oh my god, this is the terminal I can undo this red cable from. Let's figure out what is it's what is it, 13 mils. All right. Come on. Okay. And then I'm gonna dissect this piece just to see actually what. Let's figure out. I'm gonna use my tester, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't pass anything because the pyro fuse was blown. That's my theory. Alright, I got a tester. Let's see. Yeah, so the current won't pass through here. It's open line because the pyro fuse has been blown right in here. And I'll try to dissect it to see if I can make the temporary connection, because this thing needs to be replaced. It cannot be used like that. I don't know if it's blown like every time when the airbags are blown, or just some certain conditions has to be met, but in our case it was blown. Alright, so it was the pyro fuse. You can see it was there, and when this explosion happened, it's just fly away from this housing, I guess. So I just hammered that thing back into this hole, again temporary, just to start the engine to see if it's running. And let's check it out if it did the trick with our tester. So it's beeping, and let's check it out. You see, so it started to conduct the power again. So almost as good as new, kinda good enough for testing, at least. Let's turn on this bad boy. Ooh. Cold start. Woo. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but that's that's the exhaust. That's funny how someone did actually spend the money to cut out the kind of rear muffler and put a valve. I need to fix this valve because it wasn't closing and opening, so it's always on a loud note right now. All right, so there is a little update. First of all, I went to my local junkyard and I purchased the different or new positive cable, and it came from, I guess, 06 or 07 3 series Beamer. So as you can see, this is the like replacement one, this is my old one. It looks quite different, but I did manage to install this one because looks like this box is very similar to the one that was like in the older cars. The difference is that the this pyro fuse wiring was going right here in the old car, if I'm not mistaken. So I needed to modify the plug just a little bit to accommodate this wire, but I mean, other than that, it's all pretty good.